All right. Looks like we're live. What's going on? Wandering Mason, congratulations, you're first. No, I don't go to public gyms. That's why I got the home gym. What have I been up to today? Not much. Just went to get some groceries, ate some good food. Now I'm training. No, I'm not on fucking TRT. I'm on fucking steroids. How in the fuck are people asking me this when, like, you can literally see my last video upload where I fucking talk about it, and it's all on my Instagram. Oh. Haven't had a workout with Isaac yet. Probably do one at some point. GTA 6 delayed till November. I genuinely don't care. The last, GTA 5 sucked. This new one's probably gonna suck too. My cat's an indoor cat. Why the fuck would I let him go outside so he can kill other animals or get killed himself by a coyote? Do you think I'm an idiot? Fuck. I prefer skiing over snowboarding. Snowboarding is super fucking awkward. Snowboarding is just a way bigger pain in the ass. How much can I incline bench? Your mom. Rich, did you know that steroids actually do have a very negative effect on depression? Well, thanks for the fucking medical advice, dumb fuck. You're fucking retard. Like, actually beyond fucking stupid. Like, you are so remarkably, unbelievably fucking ignorant and stupid, and you don't even realize how stupid you are. What is there, like, about 4 dozen different anabolic androgenic steroids from 3 different fucking classes? And then you're like, all of them? Literally every fucking drug ever made? It increases risk of depression? Go fuck yourself, you fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of my chat, you fucking moron. Yeah, there's only one steroid ever, and they all have the same effect. It's exactly the idea. Yeah, buddy, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of being asked every single stream multiple times if I'd ever take Tren. My knee's doing okay. I'm able to train. That's the important thing. I always have some kind of ache or pain in my knee, but as long as I can train, it's fine. That's what matters at the end of the day. Gotta get some farts out. That was a good set. So that was, in fact, a PR, I believe. I was gonna go for 265 for 5 last week, or 8 last week, but I was sick and I missed it. So I actually hit the PR now. Technically, anabolic steroids, and if different, chemically work on the same receptor. Oh, okay. So crystal meth is the same as an SSRI because they both affect the same neurotransmitters, right? You're a fucking idiot. No, using wrist and elbow wraps don't weaken your joints. Best tendonitis recovery. Well, the first thing you need to do is get rid of the inflammation in the tendon. So that means cessation of activity, sometimes completely. So you have to make sure the inflammation goes down. And then you can do different things. Some people find benefits to very high rep work, trying to get blood around the tendon. What a lot of people I don't know why there's this myth. Tendons actually remodel faster than muscles. And the way tendons basically get nutrients is sort of by acting like a sponge. So there's not much vascularity around your tendon. But if you do like a good amount of rep work, so like, 50 or 100 rep sets, it kind of stretches the tendon out. It's sort of like how you're wringing out a towel. And then when you relax the tendon again, it soaks up all the kind of fluid around it. So a lot of people find a benefit with doing very high reps for like tendon recovery, but like the first step is getting rid of the inflammation. Also, isometric holds. Those are very good for tendon remodeling.
I saw a clip that you said you were cutting on really low calories a while back. I think you said 850 or something. Do you like aggressively cutting, and how situation dependent is it?
I prefer losing weight faster rather than slower. If you have a lot of weight to lose, very aggressive caloric deficits tend to work a bit better. You end up getting less side effects from it, like extreme exhaustion, muscle loss. So if you have a lot of weight to lose, starting off in an aggressive deficit might be fine. I had a lot of weight to lose. I lost 70 pounds in 3 months. Now, obviously, if you're already lean, I wouldn't recommend doing that. You're probably just going to get fucked up. Just lose a lot of muscle and feel like shit. Thanks for the donation, though, Yoshi. Yes, Ask Yourself is currently my roommate. Oh. Isaac is upstairs doing a lot of cleaning. He's cleaning out the fridge right now. Yes, I would be able to bench your mom. The barbell I use is just standard Olympic size. Yeah, I'm 34. Would you recommend test if you haven't reached your natty limit yet? Nobody reaches their natty limit. Like, it's impossible to ever know. Your average man peaks in muscularity by around 40 to 45. So no one's reaching their natty limit before going on gear. I don't know how old you are or what your personal goals are or why you're interested in using test. It entirely depends. What piece of gym equipment am I going to get next? Very likely a pendulum squat. Very likely. Who do you take lifting advice from? I take lifting advice from anybody that I can get useful information from. So it can be literally anybody and anyone. Oh, fuck. Well, didn't quite get the last one. Why do you need a pendulum squat if you have a belt squat? When did I say I needed it? I said I wanted it. I don't need anything. I can just kill myself. Really weird question. I don't need food. I don't need water. I don't need air. I could just die. What does need have to do with anything?
Dude, you look fucking insane, RN.
Thanks for the donation, Yoshi, and the compliment. Appreciate it, dude. I'm gonna take a sip of water. No, I don't have a pec deck machine. I guess I could zoom in a bit closer still. There we go. My left shoulder's still a little stiff. All right. Extra 20 pounds. Do you like that Iron X leg extension machine? Yeah, it's good. I don't really have any complaints with it. Gummy's warming up to Isaac. He's definitely, he was really afraid of him at first. But I got Isaac to give him some rice cakes, and he's warmed up a bit. Yeah, I'll be streaming later. Yeah, the Rogue Rhino's good. I really like it. It lets me do a more upright quad focus squat without any knee pain. Also, doing lunges or Bulgarian split squats on the Rhino is really dope. And I've also got the low row attachment. Any good fitness expos in Canada worth going to? Well, there used to be the Toronto Fitness Expo, but it's not really an expo anymore. There's just the Toronto Classic. But the Toronto Fitness Expo was good. They haven't done it since COVID, though. Oh. I'm just gonna do a body weight drop set. Oh. There's no such thing as existential nihilism. There's just nihilism. And nihilism isn't a philosophy. What's my cycle? Check my Instagram. I posted about it there. I'm on 50 milligrams test, 30 milligrams ZQ, 5 IUs HGH a day. But again, I posted it on my Instagram. I think you can see that just fine. All right, decline flies. I was gonna go with Primobolan, but there's a Primo shortage. My source kind of sporadically has it in stock, and it's about 5 times more expensive than Boldenone, and Boldenone is almost identical. So, plus Boldenone's actually better for collagen synthesis, and it's probably a little more anabolic. So, I decided to go with Boldenone. Just cheaper and basically better for what I need it for. Would you train with panache? I don't know who the fuck that is. Well, gains decrease once you get off. Why would I ever stop using? I get asked that question like fucking 80 times every fucking stream. What'll happen when you stop? Why would I stop? It's like me asking you, what'll happen when you quit your job? Well, you'll stop making fucking money, right? So why would you fucking quit your job if you want to make fucking money? No, I've never had a bad injection. Ugh. What happens if you get different steroids, like a different job, though? You're gonna have different effects and side effects. Any benefits to cryotherapy? Not really. The only time you'd really want to do that is like in very specific scenarios. Like, there's no real benefit to cryotherapy. Like, if you're a professional athlete and you have inflammation or some kind of injury and you have to like play a game the next day, it might be beneficial just to prevent like a decrease in performance, but it's not really good for you. Do you eat lentils or chickpeas now? Yeah. I've been eating black beans and chickpeas. Did you see the theory that scientists got that lead is what lead is what caused us to develop language and better brains than Neanderthals? Lead? I don't know about that. Ugh.
What's up, hoes? Think about this for a sec. EQ is equipose. Equipose is boldenone. Boldenone is bugs. Bitchud takes boldenone. Bitchud is bugs. Bitchud is bugs? Yes. Bitchud is bugs. Bugs is bitchud. Bitchud is bugs. Lol 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 lol.
Okay, I guess I'm bugs. Thanks for the donation, non-wib. Would you ever do a 23andMe genetic test? No. It's a good way for the cops to find you. The police use it to solve crimes, and there's also some other potentials for abuse. So insurance companies can get your data, your genetic data, and fuck you over with that information. So, no, I'd never get a 23andMe genetic test. If I was ever interested in getting some kind of genetic test, I would do it through some... I wouldn't do it through like a private company that can sell your data or give it to the police or something. Your shoulders are huge. How'd you bring them up so much? Well, I am on steroids, so that helps. I did have really big shoulders naturally, though. The three biggest things I would say is improving your overhead press strength, improving your lateral raise strength, and I also do an exercise that not many people do. I might literally be the only one that I've ever really seen do it. We're going to do it later. I call them incline laterals. That exercise in particular really blew up my shoulders. But yeah, steroids definitely fucking help. Oh. 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 No, Alpha Destiny is not on gear. It's funny as Blaha recently accused Destiny of being on gear on one of his live streams. And I don't think he ever accused Alex being on gear before. So that's kind of a recent thing he decided to make up. Oh. think I'm getting bigger. I weighed in at 227 pounds this morning. So, just moving shit in the thing. You can just move the gate, eh?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like if you just need to move through, just, you know, so you don't have to walk over it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, we got 2 squat racks now. Isaac's shit is in the corner. I'm 6'3". No, I never go to public gyms. What's the point? Oh, I don't need my time wasted by random jackasses using the equipment I want to use. I don't need to drive for, 15, 20 minutes back and forth to the gym. Don't have to deal with whatever shitty equipment they have at their fucking gym. I can just have all the equipment that I want. Do workouts whenever I feel like it. Morning, afternoon, night, 3 a.m., holidays, whatever. Commercial gyms just suck. Ugh. What's my diet like right now? Well, I'll do some training and what I eat in a day vlog soon. But it's a lot of blueberries, tofu, sweet potatoes, rice, and beans. It's like the majority of my diet.
Any tips on dilating my pussy? Any tips? Linus Tech Tips. Linus Tech Tips dilating my pussy. Do you wear pads? Do you use tampons? Do you use a cup? Do you wear bras? Do you use a vibrator? Do you use dildos? Do you and Gig have lesbian sex? Bell.
Sorry, I can't help you out there, non-wib. I wouldn't know anything about that. Thanks for the donation, though, dude. Or, I don't know why I called you dude, but, thanks for the donation, non-wib. It's Beyond Meat going bankrupt? I have no idea. No clue. Shoulder's feeling better. It's definitely less stiff. Is the farting and bloating on a high bean diet killing you? Never heard of anybody dying from farting too much. Don't think you'll die from having farts. Beans taste so damn good. I got some really good garlic salt-free seasoning. Tastes fucking amazing with black beans and chickpeas. I'm gonna make some more rice and beans and tofu after the workout. Oh. Nah, I've never made my own vegetable broth. Roid cycle. Well, if you want to take a look at what I'm using, just check out my Instagram. I made a post about it. I get asked so much on live streams, so just check out my Instagram. I don't want to have to answer the same question like 80 times over and over again. But I made a recent post about it on my Instagram.
How many times is Durian Rider gonna come inside Jasmine Verhoeven? Did Durian Rider come in Jasmine before you started dating that fat emotionally abusive whale? Imagine marrying and getting abused by a literal whale for 10 years. You're not spiritual enough.
I've never had any particular interest in calisthenics, no. Like, I do some calisthenics exercises like pull-ups and dips, but I don't really give a shit about doing, like, I don't know, some of the other shit they do. You take big poopies? So do I. Had a big shit this morning. I train each body part twice a week. Yeah, Turkesteron's the biggest fucking scam. You have to be unbelievably fucking stupid to take Turkesteron. So, most people aren't infinitely rich. Like most people are broke these days, honestly. So, there's kind of you kind of want to cost like a high amount of value for low cost. Greg's turkesterone supplement costs about $50 a month. When I first went on steroids, I was only spending $50 a month on testosterone. So test sip, 210 milligrams a week, which was what I was taking for the first 2 months. That got my testosterone from 540 to 2,220 nanograms per deciliter, and I gained about 20 fucking pounds of solid muscle. So for the same cost of turkesterone, I more than quadrupled my testosterone and put on 20 pounds of muscle. But you have dumbasses who are taking fucking turkesterone for the same cost. Like, I can understand certain situations where you wouldn't want to be on test because maybe you're a pussy who's afraid of needles and you're a little bitch. Maybe you get drug tested for your sport or something and you don't know how to pass drug testing. But if you're just like most people, you just want to make more gains in the gym so you can get bitches or something, why in the fuck would you take turkesterone when testosterone costs about as much? All right. Shoulder is feeling better than a few days ago. Hello, Andrea. Yeah, and guess what? My mom isn't stupid enough to take fucking turkesterone either. She's on Anavar. So, there you go. Does Turk make pee-pee shrink? You know what? It's funny you mention that because potentially it could. It's either acting as an aromatase inhibitor or a SERM. If it's acting as an aromatase inhibitor, and if it's an extremely potent one, yeah, it could actually trigger erectile dysfunction and possibly shrink your penis. I think it's more likely acting as a SERM. If it's doing anything at all. But yeah, potentially. Has Destiny seen your new physique? I'm not sure. I don't know. Not sure if he's keeping up with the VG lore. Ever thought of taking Turk just for the meme? Well, I was considering taking turkesterone to see what it actually does. Like, I'd take a blood test before taking turkesterone. Then I was thinking of taking an extremely high dose of it for like a month. So taking like 4 times the upper recommended dose just to make sure like it's doing something if it does do anything. And then getting more blood work and seeing if there's anything detectable in the blood work to figure out if it's doing something. Yes, I'm obviously on steroids. How long have you been on the juice now? 3 months. I started August 1st. Yeah, I'm probably not going to bother. Like, I don't want to spend, like, I could spend a few $100s on Turk, or I could put that money into, like, growth hormone or more steroids for myself. It's probably not worth it. This is the worst exercise for making me faint. How's your sleep? Sleep was really bad for the last couple days. I was having a nerve pain in my arm that kept waking me up. I couldn't even lie down. Oh, it's better now, though. Got good sleep last night. Fuck it. Let's try 185. No, I don't have any debates planned. Pretty much nobody wants to smoke. Do you take melatonin for sleep? No. Yes, I'm still vegan, you stupid fuck. What the fuck is my channel name called, dumbass? Don't do steroids, just eat healthy and go work out. Yeah, okay, be a weak little faggot. Don't be bigger, stronger, fitter, healthier, more attractive, more energetic, more productive. Make more money, just get old, wither away, look normal, average, feel normal, average, do normal, average shit, make an average amount of money. Why would you want a better life? Fucking dork. That was easy. My shoulder was kind of tightening up at the end. So I think we'll just do the one set just to be safe. I don't want to aggravate it and slow down the healing process. So it's getting better. Stronger than I was last week, so that's good enough. That moved pretty easily. I think that dipshit tried to fuck with me again. Wait. Oh, the alert box is below the webcam.
Bro is struggling to lift 100 pounds lol. This is something you'd make fun of Hamza for, but because it's you it's okay, right?
There's 185. Thanks for the donation, stupid. I wouldn't say I'm always angry. I am always dealing with idiots, though. What's my body fat? Well, I mean, you can judge for yourself. I think I'm probably at around 10%. Okay, I think that'll be good. Oh. You can take testosterone replacement therapy whenever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter what age you are. So yeah, so you can take it when you're 70. You Can take it when you're 15. Whenever the fuck you need it. All right, we're just gonna add more weight. So that is 50, 60.
You've grown massively lately, Richard, and if you're going to compete in bodybuilding in the future, I wish you the best of luck and I'll be cheering for you.
Thanks for the donation, vegan. Appreciate it. I am planning on competing. Fuck. Oh. How long have I been vegan for? 15 years. Oh, jeez. You into any ARPGs like Diablo Path of Exile? I was enjoying Diablo at first, like Diablo 4, but the later game just sucks. Haven't played Path of Exile though, so wouldn't be able to tell you if I'd like it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'd say this exercise, more than any other, helped to blow up my shoulders. I know some people think it looks weird and awkward, but you get a really good deep stretch, and the resistance curve feels a lot better than just doing standing laterals. Feels a lot more even. So you can really load them fucking heavy. You get a really good deep stretch. So they're fucking good.
I hit puberty really late and I was always kinda small, so my doctor made me have a blood test when I was in middle school and they said I had low T. They recommended hormones and thank fuck I said no. My body knew I was a tranny lol.
Huh. Well, go figure. I guess that worked out for you. Thanks for the donation though, Non-Wib. Isaac's just upstairs right now. That is a PR though. I did 14 with 63.5 pounds. My previous best was 12. Oh. Oh, shit. How did Isaac and I meet? I met him at a Veg Fest in Toronto. And he gave me some weed. He also hooked me up with mushrooms, too. So... How many reps can you bench me? I weigh 160. Probably like over 50. What's better, methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin? Cyanocobalamin. It's cheaper and you can take a lower dose. So cyano is better. I do cyanocobalamin injections. Oh. I've been on gear for 3 months now. I don't know how I messed up my left shoulder. It's not that bad. It's just a little tight. I think it's like a rotator cuff thing. But I did a workout with Clarence Kennedy and Alpha Destiny. Everything felt fine. And the next day, both my shoulders just felt really inflamed and tight. So I don't know exactly what happened. But it's a lot better compared to last week. I've just been doing some stretching, some external rotation exercises. And like it's a good 80% better. I think in another week or two it'll be totally normal. But I don't know exactly what I did. I didn't feel anything when I was working out. Ah, fuck. Oh, it's hard. Thanks for the donation, Chris. Appreciate that. Yeah, no shit, I'm on steroids, dude. And why are you even asking me why I'm on them? What the fuck do you think they do? Like, yeah, it's to get jacked. Why else would you go on them? Guess they have mental health benefits, but I mean, like, obviously I'm on them to get jacked. Uh, I'm gonna upload footage of that workout. I don't know if Alex has uploaded any footage of it anywhere, and Clarence should be coming out with a vlog where you can see some of it, because he was filming too. I think he should be uploading it in the next few days. Oh. These are aggravating my shoulder a little bit, but it's not too bad. Like, it's a little uncomfortable, but not to a point where I know it's making things worse. So it's, like, tolerable. Ugh. Ugh. Steroids will not help you get large balls. They do the opposite. If anything, they'll cause testicular shrinkage. Being vegan makes you have low testosterone, right? That's why the largest study of its kind found that vegans have higher testosterone levels than your average meat eater. So I was bigger and stronger than you before steroids. Now that I'm on steroids, that gap is only widening, so keep hating, loser. Put meat in your mouth and then cope why vegans are bigger and stronger than you. You're just a fucking bitch who's afraid of needles. What kind of RIR do you usually work with? Well, for compound movements, so like bench, I'll start a meso with a 3 RIR target, but from there, whatever the progression scheme is, whether it's linear or double progression or whatever, I'll just stick to the planned progression scheme, and I don't really care about what RIR I hit. I just try to hit the numbers that I'm planning to hit. I got my T tested again. The level is 430. Yeah, that's pretty low. I think that's average for men in their 20s right now, but that's actually also average for men in their 70s. So that's low. The standards for what's considered like low or hypogonadal are fucking retarded. So if you're that low, I'd personally recommend going on testosterone. Ugh. Yes, I do cardio. I do cardio every day, except the day before leg day, because I don't want to have my quads be fatigued going into leg day. But I do cardio every day. It's 40 to 45 minutes, so 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, then 30 minutes after I work out. Being more muscular than someone doesn't confer any benefits. Right. So being physically stronger so that you could win a fight, looking better so you can get more fucking pussy, having increased bone mineral density, and being more resistant to injury, having lower risk of certain cancers, having lower risk of diabetes, and having lower risk of neurodegenerative disease isn't a benefit. You're a fucking idiot. Go be a fucking bitch somewhere else. Being more muscular doesn't do anything. What's the point? I'm a little weak bitch, and I'm doing good. I love how everyone like says vegans are like feminine and gay and shit, and then you have these like carntard fuckwits come in telling people, what's the point of being muscular? I don't want big muscles. I don't want to be strong. Like, wow. Gayest, weakest, most bitch community of fucking people imaginable. Imagine a dude saying he has no interest in being strong. Wow. You're a bitch. You are literally a fucking bitch. Ugh. You remember when people used to make fun of you benching 185 back in 2013? Yeah. Yeah, I was mostly focusing on long distance cycling at that point. Wasn't doing anywhere near as much weight training. And I was cycling a lot. I was doing like 3+ hours a day. It was pretty ridiculous. Oh. Do you regret doing that much cardio? No. It's what I wanted to do at the time. So your interests, might change periodically. It's just what I wanted to do at the time. Competitive swimming is fucking mind-numbing. I used to do competitive swimming. The amount of training you have to do is just fucking absurd. Just takes way too much time. I think swimmers do the highest volume of training out of any athlete. A lot of swimmers are also just assholes. Like I don't know why, but swimmers and cyclists are probably the most cunt dipshit athletes on the planet. What's my opinion on chess? What kind of fucking question is that? It's chess. Like, what's your opinion on Monopoly? The fuck kind of question is that? Oh. Where did I put my... Oh, they're here. No, you're never gonna have a natural athlete be the strongest in the world. Steroids work too well. There's a massive genetic component to strength, but anybody competing at like World's Strongest Man, they're all extremely genetically gifted, and when you add in steroids on top of that, you're just never going to be able to compete at that level. Like you can see what they're lifting. Like at this point, in order to be competitive for like first place at any of these strongman games, you have to be deadlifting in the thousands. Congratulations, you're banned. Like, you're just not going to see any naturals deadlifting 1,000 conventional. Like, maybe... Has Jesus Oliveras even deadlifted 1,000? I'm not sure. But the weights they're lifting are just absurd. Why don't I react to Sverage's videos anymore? Because they're fucking boring. He just says the same thing over and over again. Jesus hit 930 in training recently, but he's a fake natty. I don't think he's a fake natty. Yeah, so Jesus wouldn't even be competitive for like a first place spot in World's Strongest Man. And that guy's like an absolute freak. So you're just not going to be World's Strongest Man naturally. Geegan Veins, Johnny Chiller's made a workout app. Would love if you checked it out. Give some feedback. I'm not looking at that. Thanks for the donation, dude. Well, is that natty powerlifter pulling conventional or sumo? Because all the dudes who are pulling like 900 plus that I've seen, except for like Jesus, some of the bigger dudes, they're all pulling sumo. What's more important to you, having gains or being vegan? Well, obviously being vegan. He pulls conventional. Ugh. I seriously doubt that a deadlift suit would add 100 pounds to his deadlift. It's hard to tell how much some of that gear, like, it's highly individual. I mean, like, you can look at equipped powerlifting. Some dudes get, like, literally get over 500 pounds benefit from the bench shirts, and then others might get like 100 pounds. So depending on what suit you're wearing, how it fits you, your own body structure, it's really hard to tell how much it's actually contributing. I do think it's silly that in strongman they do let them use deadlift suits. Like back in the day in the 90s, it's a little more understandable because the equipment they had back then just wasn't that good. So, you know, it really just prevented injuries and might have given you like, you know, an extra maybe 50 pounds or something, but the gear they have now is just way too good. It's so overly supportive. Do I stretch? Yeah, I stretch. Stretch pretty much every day. Um, I learned not to do deep, hard stretching every single day because when you do really deep stretching where you really try to push your mobility, it does cause muscular damage. So you don't want to do too much of that, but I do stretch every day. It's just not always super hard, deep, trying to like push limits of my mobility. Yeah, I stretch after I train. I also stretch in the morning sometimes too. I do periodic deloads, yes. Why no music? I'm listening to music. I just don't put the music on stream because YouTube's fucking gay. And if you put any music on your streams, you end up getting the stream taken down due to copyright. What's your lifetime goal weight as a bodybuilder, off season and on stage? Well, I want to get to 250 at roughly the same body fat by next year. Um, I don't know how heavy I really want to get because, like, I don't want to be a 300 plus pound person. Like, at least not right now, I don't think I do. I really have no idea how big I really want to get, but I don't think I want to weigh like over 300 pounds because it's just hard living that way. And doing normal people things is more difficult. Ugh.
What time did your workout start? You now look like a comic book superhero. You would look good on a romance novel front cover.
Yeah, maybe I gotta do that as a side gig like Fabio. But thank you, James. When did we start? Like 4:30? How long have we been going now? Can't see the time from here. It's been over 2 hours, I think. Thanks for the donation, though, James. What's the benefit to using the elbow wraps? My elbows don't hurt. They just give you some support in the stretched portion of the lift where I get a bit of elbow pain. So they just prevent that. What's this exercise called? It's dumbbell overhead tricep extensions. I do cardio every day except on the day before I do legs. So it's like 5 times a week, basically. Do you own an adjustable dumbbell? You mean like a quick adjustable dumbbell? No, I just have the dumbbell handles. They're fine. If you want something that's like quick to change and convenient, like sure, go for it. But the dumbbell handles are cheaper and more robust. Like you can slam them on the floor and nothing will happen. Whereas the adjustable dumbbells, they can break. And also, depending on how they're made, you might not be able to microload them, which is a benefit of the dumbbell handles. Yeah, I train my neck. Haven't done it in a few weeks. I had a nodule on like the tendon on my neck that was bothering me. So I've given it a little bit of a break. But I do normally train my neck. Ugh. What's the other power rack for? That's Isaac's. Isaac moved in with me. Safest stack for a beginner, testosterone. Just and I guess growth hormone, but why would you need anything other than testosterone if you're a beginner? It's not like you're really going to grow anymore. More drugs doesn't equal more gains. So just start with testosterone and growth hormone. Yeah, no oh my god. Buddy, I literally have told everybody I'm on steroids. Like, just about every stream title I've made where I'm working out, I literally say it in the title. Like, I think this is the only one that I've made recently where it doesn't explicitly say it in the title. I also, like, my most recent video upload, I talked about what steroids I'm on. What's the next machine you want to buy? Pendulum squat. I'm on testboldnone and human growth hormone. Are there any safe compounds that reduce body fat? Yeah, it's called GLP-1 agonists. Retatrutide's currently the best one. Steroids don't make you lose body fat. Fucking bitch. Yeah, there's no steroid that really makes you lose body fat. They can ramp up your metabolism and improve feed efficiency and stuff like that, but they don't directly burn fat or anything. So if you want to take drugs for fat loss, then you need to take fat loss drugs like Ozempic. How many times a day do you shit? Once or twice? How many weekly sets per muscle group would you say is good for a novice lifter? Anywhere from 6 to 10. It's probably perfectly adequate.
What is your current weight?
I weighed myself this morning and I was 227 pounds. Thanks for the donation, James. How many surgeries have you had in life? I had 3 on my knee. So my left knee is really fucked. Yeah, I've been on gear for 3 months now. Earl. Yeah, I like dogs. I'm more of a cat person, but I do like dogs. Dogs are nice. What music do you prefer for a workout? Usually metal and synthwave. Um, when I'm just working out, like on my own off stream, I don't usually listen to music unless I have to amp myself up for like a really hard set. But I usually just listen to YouTube videos or podcasts or something. I cruise on 500 milligrams Nutellers. How did the EQ affect your blood work? Haven't gotten blood work yet. Vigor Steve said he can run tests by itself using doses up to a gram with respectable looking blood work. I noticed this myself too. Test is so safe, lol, it gets lumped in with dangerous compounds by retard natties. Well, it's a bioidentical hormone. The only issue most people are going to run into is with aromatization. So most dudes can't run tests that high without an AI. But yeah, like it's a bioidentical hormone. Like, what do you expect? I'm not on a super high dose of boldenone. It's 210 per week. I took that dose to ramp up collagen synthesis. So I'm going to get blood work done in the next few days. And I'm just going to see where my test and E2 levels are at. And I might adjust my dose of testosterone based on where my E2 levels are. Because with some people, boldenone is like a ridiculously, extremely potent AI. Like I've seen dudes running like 50 milligrams of boldenone and 1,000 milligrams of test, and their E2 levels are still crushed. So I don't think it's that bad for me. I haven't been experiencing any low E2 side effects, but yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna get the blood work done in the next few days and see. Thanks for the donation, though, dude.
I'm gonna be on the news in 2026 when I run on the field during the Super Bowl to promote Toshi Coin. Keep an eye out for this. Also, if I get arrested, Gig is going to bail me out, I think.
All right, well, good luck, dude. Thanks for the donation, Ben Boy.
I shit all the time. I have colitis unfortunately.
Well, that kind of sucks. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Also, VG, I just found a gold mine of propelly turds for you to react to.
Yeah, I think you sent me that on Instagram. I'll check it out on stream. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. I just said I haven't gotten blood work on boldenone. I've only been on it for a month, so. My blood pressure hasn't changed. My blood pressure went up to 110/70 when I was on 30 milligrams test sip per day. And since switching to test and enthate 50 milligrams a day and 30 milligrams boldenone, my blood pressure has stayed exactly the same, 110/70. It hasn't budged. And I'm not experiencing any high hematocrit like symptoms, so I don't think it's really affected my red blood cell count that much. I think it's overhyped as fuck. Like, I think there's some dudes that are running ridiculously high levels of boldenone, and then on top of that, they're eating like a fuck ton of red meat. That might, and if you're dehydrated, like that might really fucking skew your hematocrit. But if you're on like reasonable doses and you don't have like a ridiculous amount of heme iron intake or anything, I don't think it really does much. I think the boldenone hematocrit thing's overhyped. Ugh. What are your squat goals in the upcoming months? Well, goal number 1 is not get injured. Number 2, I'd like to be able to do 315 at least for like 10 or more reps. Yeah, I don't think hitting 315 for 10 will be that hard. I went to a commercial gym with Clarence. I did 315 for 5 pretty easily. I could have gotten more reps, but I didn't want to push it. I've had the problem with my groin for so long after the adductor tear, but it's gotten a lot better now. Let's see. Frank Hassel donated $2 tips on preventing elbow tendonitis from lifting. Have you ever had it? Yeah, 2 things. I don't know what exercises are triggering it for you, but there's a lot of people who complain about elbow pain when doing tricep isolation work. What you'll see people do is, say if they're doing overhead tricep extensions, they'll lift their arm up and they'll keep it super elevated and they'll extend like this. That like super stretched position on your elbow can put a lot of tension on the tendon. What you might want to do is bring your elbows forward and kind of make it a bit more of a press. That's what I do. So when you see me doing overhead extensions or skull crushers, I keep my elbows a bit more forward so it's a little bit more like a press, and it prevents that like overstretching of the tendon that causes the pain. Other than that, if you get adequately strong, you're probably going to need elbow support. Look at any big strong dudes like Larry Wheels, anybody who worked out at Louis Simmons' gym, you know, Westside Barbell. You'll see most modern bodybuilders these days too, like Roman Fritz. Like they all wear elbow support.
Let's just hope those people in the link I just sent you never find jobs and rot away in the street.
We can only hope, Dodo, but they're getting cash from somewhere. I guess their parents or something are covering them. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. So yeah, don't be afraid of using elbow support. If you get adequately strong, like it's a fairly small tendon with only one insertion. So you're going to be particularly prone to tendon issues in that area. So don't be shy about using elbow support. Just about everybody who gets really strong is using elbow support. If not with their compound lifts, Definitely with isolation exercises. So I would just do those two things. Just change the way you do tricep isolation work. And if it's still a problem for you, then get either elbow sleeves or elbow wraps. Dodo donators, or let's be real, somewhere foreign like China. I mean, hopefully Trump can make it happen. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Yeah, it's 270 when I benched 410. Have you tried BPC 157? I'm actually using it right now for my adductor, and it's healing fast. Yeah, I've used it. I was using it for my quad tendons, and it did work pretty well. I don't know how anyone can bench on anything but a fat pad. My shoulders literally are like, fuck no every time. Tried on a regular rack. Yeah. I don't know why every bench isn't a fat pad. It's so much fucking better. All right. Yes, I'm on gear. All right. Well, that's it for the workout. I'm going to do a bit of cardio, eat, and then I'll be on stream later. Probably in a couple hours. So I'll see you all then. Hope you all had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you all later.